Welcome back to the channel. This is an urgent price update for all Pulsechain, Pulsex and Hex holders. If this applies to you, make sure you watch this video until the very end. Now, since my previous update, there hasn't actually been a lot of movement. There hasn't been a lot of changes in price. The main positive that we've seen is price momentum has remained extremely stable. And this is, of course, good because there was a lot of haters saying that we wouldn't be able to sustain the pump that we saw at the start of the year. But what we're about to see is an upside continuation. Now, how do we know this? There's a pattern that has occurred, and in the technical analysis game, again, I'm not going to confuse everybody with jargon, is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and is at the 38.2 fib / support area. And what this pattern is a buying pattern. Whenever we see this pattern, it indicates buying pressure or upwards buying pressure. And I think that's what we're about to see. Now, even if you don't believe in technicals, you don't know what I'm saying, but it sounds good, here's a further confluence, right, to add to that piece of analysis. The news data, the fundamental data is also on our side as well. How do we know this? We're starting to see altcoins across the board getting ready to break out and take off. Now, I'm predicting that this pump will start going into March. We're already preparing our members for this mega upside move. If you haven't actually yet done this, join our free Telegram group below. I actually show you step by step on how you can make $100,000 in 1 month and 16 days. So watch that after this one. Is completely free to join the Telegram group. And I also give out some other free stuff in there, like coins we're buying and much more, right? But as it relates to Pulsechain and Pulsex, and Hex, I think we're going to see upside moves. Now, the frustrating part about this for many people is, as they say, information changes situations, which means if you don't actually understand what's happening in the market or understand what's happening in regards to the price setup of Pulsechain, Pulsex and Hex, is easy to give up. I'm sure you've probably heard the messages from the haters telling you this is a dead project, you should have stayed away from it, you should never have bought, etc, etc. Or maybe you bought the top and you're thinking, what's happening? Since I bought, price is moving down. So what's actually going on? And this is where I come in, because in the short term, we're anticipating, I did explain this before, but I'll do it in more detail in this video. We're anticipating price for Pulsechain in particular to go above its all-time highs, and that is 122% from where we currently are now. And we actually think this move could happen before the end of March. So this is how you get prepared by this step by step, right? And again, I'm doing these videos because I think it's important, as a lot of people that are in the community, whether you're subscribed to me, whether you're not, and you're watching this video for the first time, I want you all to have the best chance of success humanly possible, right? So this is the first thing I would do. Number one, I would understand that there's still an ongoing case going on with the SEC with Richard Heart, and I would take this into account in regards to the amount of tokens I'm currently holding, right? So if I'm over leveraged on this, maybe I want to take some profit once we head above our highs. And I know, this is a super strong community. Everybody's bullish on these projects. Nobody wants to sell. But remember what happened the last cycle. And a lot of Hex users can probably tell you in the comment section, a lot of these people saw their portfolios beyond millions, but because they didn't take profit, they lost all of that profit. So I would, if I'm over leveraged, I'm overexposed, I would start mapping out some profit taking targets, because until you take profit, it's just numbers on the screen. It is not real. Number two, maybe if I'm underplaying this, right? Maybe I top up my Pulsechain and Pulsex bag, right? Again, this is still taking into account that there's an ongoing situation, ongoing case going on with the SEC and Richard Heart, right? So I would be very careful, and I wouldn't, again, overextend myself. But at the same time, if I'm underplaying it, I would take advantage of it now. And why? Because there's no point of jumping in and piling in once this breaks beyond its all-time highs, right? There's no point in buying at the top, especially if you're lucky enough to be in the market this early. If you're lucky enough to be watching this video right now, it makes sense to maximize on the opportunity in front of you. And in fact, if you haven't subscribed and you're getting value from this video and you like what you're hearing so far, make sure you subscribe because it helps with the algorithm. Make sure you like as well and share it with a friend. Also understand that nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own independent research. And as always, as I just said, if you want extra value, more free stuff, you want access to how to make 100K in 1 month and 16 days, click the link below and join the free Telegram group, because that video will actually help you scale a lot faster with your Pulsechain and Pulsex bags, right? So we have some exciting times ahead. We are, again, just a brief analysis, we are expecting price to go beyond its all-time highs by the end of March. We're expecting Pulsechain and Pulsex to go parabolic with the entire market. So we're expecting some correlation there. And again, let's just say I'm wrong, right? I'm also expecting Pulsechain and Pulsex to remain stable, or if we see a deep sell-off, we can expect a small sell-off on Pulsechain and Pulsex as well. But I'm more bullish than I am bearish, right? And last but not least, I just want to say to everybody watching this, congratulations for making it this far in your journey. Many of you are now back in profit. Many of you taking advantage of my early buy calls are also up significantly from these lows. So again, congratulations to all of you. If you haven't yet taken advantage of a project that I believe is going to achieve 50x in the short term, click the link below to get access to that as well. Is a token within the Pulsechain ecosystem that I think is going to go absolutely parabolic. So it's going to be an exciting few weeks. Well done for watching this video until the very end. If you did, congratulations. I'm going to post another video just for you this week. So make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned for that one. But for now, to conclude these videos, the two things I'm preparing for right now is, number one, I'm getting prepared for a heavy upside move, which means there's two things. If I'm over leveraged, I'm looking for profit taking strategies immediately. If I'm under leveraged, then I'm looking to maybe complete my Pulsechain or Pulsex bag. And then number two, I have to take into account there is an ongoing case with the Richard Heart and the SEC, so I would need a profit taking strategy mapped out anyway. And if you need help with that, again, join the link below, the free Telegram group where I give deeper insight into these kinds of strategies. Until the next update, guys, seize the day.